It is.
Good.
Hi, Anne-Marie Slaughter, the President and CEO of New America.
Hi, Anne.
Thank you very much for addressing the issue of women in your country. I think you are right to see that this is an increasing issue for many in the world, and it should be addressed openly. I just wanted to make sure I heard you correctly, because what I heard you say was that there is nothing in your culture that prohibits that retards the advancement of women. Did I hear that right?
What I was saying is that in our faith, at least that when it comes to something, issues like women's driving, that this is not a religious issue, this is a societal issue. When it comes to issues like education, this is not a religious issue, this was a societal issue, but we dealt with it. And we went from no schools for women in 1960 to universal education to where today 55% of college students in Saudi Arabia are women. I can give you another statistic, but it would embarrass me as a Saudi male. More than 60% of graduate students in Saudi Arabia are women. Some of our top doctors and engineers and lawyers and business people are women. So the opportunities are there. It's not, the issue is one that is evolving, just like it is evolving in other countries. America, one of the world's great democracies, gained its independence, my mathematics is not very good, 220 years ago? 1776, 250 years ago almost? It took 100 years before women were given the right to vote. It took another 100 years before a woman was elected Speaker of the House. I'm not saying give us 200 years. I'm just saying be patient. And when it comes to societal change, in every society, people tend to look at where they are now, and they think everybody should be with us. Again, I will quote America, maybe because I spent so much of my life there. America was independent in 1776. The Republic was founded, 2 decades later? It took almost 80 years before slavery was abolished. It took 100 years before there was a civil rights movement. And it took another 3 decades before you had real racial equality in America. Things take time. Now, you hope that in the modern world with technology and with communications, this process is accelerated, but it takes time, and we must acknowledge this and accept this. We can't expect to rush things overnight, otherwise we wouldn't be who we are.
Thank you so much, Mr. Minister. Let's give a hand to Foreign Minister of Saudi Arabia.